Have you ever scrolled through design magazines only to find endless, white-walled, sparsely decorated spaces? Well, prepare to break all those rules today. Welcome back to Home and Harmony, where today we're diving headfirst into the vibrant world of summer maximalist decor for small apartments. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you how even the tiniest space can become a bold expression of personality without feeling cluttered or overwhelming. The design world has been dominated by minimalism for far too long, especially when it comes to small apartments. But why should limited square footage mean limited self-expression? This summer, we're embracing color, pattern, and personality in ways that actually make your space feel larger, not smaller. If you've been hesitating to follow your maximalist heart because you think your apartment is too small, this video will completely change your mindset. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our weekly design inspiration. Now let's transform your apartment into the maximalist summer sanctuary you've been dreaming of. Maximalism isn't just about filling every inch of your space. It's about intentional abundance that tells your unique story. At its core, maximalism celebrates the beauty of more. More color, more texture, more pattern, and more personality. Unlike its minimalist counterpart that focuses on negative space and sparse arrangements, maximalism invites you to surround yourself with items that spark joy and meaning. Think of it as creating a personal museum of your life experiences, interests, and aesthetic preferences. The beauty of summer maximalism specifically lies in its ability to capture the season's energy, bright, cheerful, and unapologetically vibrant, while still maintaining a sense of thoughtful curation rather than random accumulation. The key distinction between clutter and maximalist design is intention. Every item in a well-executed maximalist space serves either a functional purpose or an aesthetic one, often both. In small apartments, this distinction becomes even more crucial. Summer maximalism works beautifully in limited spaces because it creates visual interest that draws the eye around the room, actually making the space feel larger through layering and depth. The movement gained significant traction in response to the sometimes sterile feeling of minimalist interiors, with designers like Kelly Wearstler and Justina Blakeney showing that bold choices can create spaces that feel both cohesive and deeply personal. What makes maximalism perfect for summer is its inherent playfulness and ability to incorporate seasonal elements without requiring a complete redesign of your space. Color is the cornerstone of maximalist design, especially for summer-inspired spaces. While conventional wisdom might suggest that small apartments should stick to light, neutral colors, maximalism flips this rule on its head. When used strategically, bold colors can actually make a space feel more expansive and dynamic. For summer maximalism, consider building your palette around 3 to 4 dominant colors that evoke the season: coral pinks that remind you of perfect sunsets, oceanic blues and teals that capture seaside escapes, vibrant yellows that channel endless sunshine, or lush greens that bring the outdoors in. The trick is to repeat these colors throughout your space in varying intensities and applications, creating a rhythm that guides the eye and ties disparate elements together. The 60-30-10 rule can be adapted for maximalist spaces to become something closer to 40-30-20-10, allowing for more color play while maintaining cohesion. Your dominant color might appear on a statement wall or larger furniture piece, while secondary colors show up in textiles, artwork, and medium-sized accessories. Accent colors are perfect for smaller pieces that add pops of unexpected delight throughout the space. Don't shy away from color on your walls, even in small spaces. Consider color blocking techniques that define different functional areas, or using bold wallpaper on a single wall to create depth. Remember that warm colors, reds, oranges, yellows, tend to advance visually, making them perfect for spaces you want to feel cozy and intimate, while cool colors, blues, greens, purples, recede, helping certain areas feel more spacious. Strategic. Color placement can actually manipulate how you perceive the dimensions of your apartment. Pattern mixing is where many would-be maximalists lose their courage, but it's actually one of the most transformative elements of this design approach, especially for summer-inspired spaces. The secret to successful pattern mixing lies in understanding visual weight and scale variation. Start by selecting patterns that share colors from your established palette. This creates an immediate sense of intention rather than randomness. In a small apartment, consider incorporating at least 3 different pattern styles: something organic, florals, botanicals; something geometric, stripes, checks, geometric prints; and something more abstract or whimsical. Summer maximalism especially favors botanical patterns that bring the lushness of the season indoors, tropical motifs that evoke vacation vibes, and nautical elements that reference seaside escapes. Scale variation is crucial when working with multiple patterns in a limited space. Pair larger scale patterns with medium and small scale ones to create visual hierarchy and prevent competition. For example, a large-scale tropical leaf wallpaper might be complemented by medium-scale geometric cushions and small-scale polka-dotted accessories. The rule of 3 is particularly helpful here. Limit yourself to 3 major patterns in any single viewpoint, with smaller pattern moments acting as accessories rather than focal points. Don't forget that texture can function as a neutral in pattern mixing. A heavily textured, solid-colored piece like a boucle chair or a woven pendant light provides visual interest without competing with your patterned elements. When in doubt, use pattern primarily on easily changeable items like throw pillows, curtains, and area rugs, so you can adjust if a combination isn't working for your space. Contrary to popular belief, small apartments don't necessitate small furniture. In fact, a few carefully selected larger pieces often create a more sophisticated and spacious feel than numerous small items. When embracing summer maximalism in limited square footage, prioritize multifunctional furniture with strong silhouettes and personality. A boldly upholstered sleeper sofa in a vibrant performance fabric serves both daily living and guest accommodation, while making a design statement. Look for pieces with exposed legs rather than skirted options, as the visible floor space underneath creates an airier feel. Summer maximalism celebrates furniture with character. Consider vintage or second-hand statement pieces that bring history and uniqueness to your space, while being more sustainable and often more affordable than mass-produced alternatives. The arrangement of your furniture is just as important as the pieces themselves. Pull furniture slightly away from walls when possible. Even a few inches creates the illusion of more space by suggesting there's room to spare. Create conversation. Areas that encourage flow and interaction, perfect for summer entertaining in small spaces. Consider unexpected furniture choices that defy conventional small space rules. A dramatic canopy bed in a studio apartment creates a defined sleeping area while adding vertical interest, or a generously sized armchair in a bold pattern might actually make better use of a corner than several smaller pieces. Round or oval tables help traffic flow in tight spaces while still accommodating gatherings. Don't shy away from making bold furniture choices. In maximalist design, these anchor pieces establish your design confidence and set the tone for the entire space. Textiles are the secret weapon of summer maximalist design in small spaces. They add tremendous visual interest and personality without consuming precious square footage. The layering of different textures creates a multi-dimensional quality that gives your apartment depth and sophistication. For summer maximalism, incorporate lightweight natural fibers like linen and cotton in your base layers. Think slipcovers, curtains, and bedding. Then add complexity with textural elements like raw silk pillows, loosely woven throws, and perhaps a statement rug with visible texture or pattern. The juxtaposition of smooth against rough, matte against lustrous creates visual tension that keeps the eye engaged and interested. Seasonally appropriate textile choices help your maximalist apartment feel fresh and intentional during summer months. Consider replacing heavier winter textiles with lightweight alternatives. Swap velvet cushions for embroidered cotton ones. Trade wool throws for open weave cotton blankets, and exchange heavy drapes for sheer curtains that allow maximum natural light while maintaining privacy. Don't underestimate the impact of textile treatments like fringe, tassels, and pom-poms. These playful details add character and movement to your space. Even in small apartments, consider layering multiple rugs for unexpected dimension. A larger jute or sisal rug as a base with a smaller vintage or patterned rug layered on top creates zones within your space while adding rich textural contrast. Remember that textiles also provide an opportunity to introduce pattern and color in less permanent ways, allowing you to update your maximalist expression seasonally without major renovations. In small apartments, walls represent significant real estate for maximalist expression without consuming precious floor space. Summer maximalism embraces walls as opportunities for bold statements through color, pattern, and artistic displays. Consider temporary wallpaper in vibrant summer patterns, tropical motifs, botanical illustrations, or abstract interpretations of summer landscapes work beautifully. If wallpaper feels too permanent, large-scale removable decals or hand-painted murals in corner sections create similar impact with less commitment. Wall treatments don't need to cover entire surfaces. Sometimes a strategic application on a single wall or even just the upper half of a wall creates the perfect amount of visual interest while maintaining breathability in the space. Gallery walls remain the quintessential maximalist wall treatment, allowing you to display collections of artwork, photographs, and meaningful objects in a cohesive arrangement. For summer maximalism, consider thematic gallery walls featuring vacation photographs, botanical prints, or colorful abstract pieces that reference your color palette. The trick to a successful maximalist gallery wall lies in finding connectivity, whether through consistent framing, color stories, or thematic elements, while embracing variation in size and orientation. Don't limit yourself to traditional, framed artwork. Incorporate three-dimensional elements like decorative masks, woven wall hangings, mounted plants, or sculptural sconces to add depth. Consider extending your gallery all the way to the ceiling, drawing the eye upward and creating the illusion of higher ceilings. Wall treatments provide perfect opportunities to express your personality while keeping your limited floor space functional and navigable. Lighting in maximalist summer spaces serves dual purposes: functional illumination and decorative statement making. In small apartments, thoughtful lighting design can dramatically alter the perception of space, while reinforcing your maximalist aesthetic. Aim for at least 3 sources of light in each room or zone: ambient lighting for general illumination, task lighting for specific activities, and accent lighting to highlight architectural features or decorative elements. Instead of relying solely on overhead fixtures, incorporate table lamps, floor lamps, and wall sconces at varying heights to create layers of light that add dimension and warmth. Summer maximalism particularly benefits from lighting that mimics natural sunshine. Look. For fixtures with warm color temperatures, 2700K, 3000K, that enhance your vibrant color palette. The fixtures themselves should be treated as sculptural elements and opportunities for artistic expression. Replace basic builder-grade lighting with statement pieces that reflect your maximalist vision. Colorful glass pendants, rattan shades that cast patterned shadows, or vintage fixtures with character and history. Even in the smallest apartments, consider one oversized lighting statement in your main living area. Contrary to conventional wisdom, a large-scale pendant or chandelier can actually make a small space feel more luxurious and intentionally designed. For summer-specific lighting, incorporate string lights or lanterns in outdoor adjacent spaces to blur the boundaries between inside and outside. Don't forget about the transformative power of dimmers. They allow you to adjust the mood of your space throughout the day and create atmosphere for different activities, essential for multifunctional small apartments embracing maximalist design. Accessories are where maximalism truly comes alive, transforming a well-designed space into a deeply personal expression of your aesthetic and experiences. In small apartments, accessories must work harder. Each item should earn its place through beauty, function, or sentimental value, ideally combining all 3. Summer maximalism embraces collections of objects that reflect seasonal themes. Vintage glass bottles in sun-catching colors, botanical elements like preserved flowers or framed herbarium specimens, coastal references through shells and coral, displayed under cloches or in shadow boxes. The key to successful maximalist accessorizing is creating intentional groupings rather than scattered individual pieces. This strategy provides visual anchors throughout your space while preventing the chaotic feeling that can make small spaces feel cluttered. Styling techniques like the rule of 3 help create balanced vignettes. Group objects in odd numbers, varying heights, shapes, and textures while maintaining a color connection. Trays are the maximalist's secret weapon in small spaces. Corralling. Collections into defined moments that can be moved when you need to use the surface for other purposes. Consider the vertical dimension when accessorizing. Wall-mounted shelves, bookcases, and cabinet tops offer prime display opportunities without consuming floor space. For summer maximalist styling, incorporate natural elements that reference the outdoors. Branches in tall vessels, bowls of citrus fruits as both decor and functional snacks, potted herbs that bring fragrance and utility to your kitchen spaces. Remember that negative space remains important even in maximalist design. Allow some breathing room between vignettes so each can be appreciated rather than competing for attention. Plants are non-negotiable elements in summer maximalist design, bringing literal life, movement, and connection to nature into your small apartment. Beyond their aesthetic contributions, plants improve air quality and psychological well-being, essential benefits in limited urban spaces. For maximalist styling, think beyond basic potted plants and create intentional botanical moments. A curated plant shelf with specimens in varying heights and textures, a dramatic hanging installation that draws the eye upward, or a statement, floor plant that functions as a living sculpture in your space. Summer maximalism particularly celebrates plants with tropical vibes. Monstera, Bird of paradise and palm varieties bring vacation energy to your everyday environment. The vessels holding your plants are equally important design elements. Mix vintage ceramic planters, handcrafted vessels, woven baskets, and architectural stands to create visual interest that complements your overall aesthetic. For small apartments, consider the vertical dimension. Wall-mounted planters, hanging specimens, and tall, slender varieties maximize your botanical presence without consuming valuable floor space. Create plant vignettes by grouping specimens with complementary care, needs but contrasting forms. Pair structural plants like snake plants with trailing varieties like pothos or string of pearls. Don't shy away from faux plants in difficult spots where light conditions won't support living specimens. Today's high-quality artificial options can seamlessly integrate with live plants to create the lush, verdant environment essential to summer maximalist design. Plants soften the edges of your bold color and pattern choices, creating a more harmonious space that feels curated rather than chaotic. The true genius of maximalist design in small apartments lies in creating systems that allow for seasonal evolution without complete overhauls. Summer maximalism can transition seamlessly into fall and beyond with thoughtful planning and strategic placement of seasonal elements. Establish seasonal zones in your apartment, specific shelves, tabletops, or wall areas designated for items that will rotate throughout the year. During summer, these zones might feature shells collected from beach trips, vibrant cut flowers, and colorful glassware, easily exchangeable for autumnal elements when the season shifts. Develop a storage system for off-season maximalist accessories, underbed containers, high cabinet spaces, or vacuum bags for textiles allow you to maintain your maximalist approach while preventing genuine clutter. Flexibility in maximalist design involves recognizing which elements form your year-round foundation and which provide seasonal accents. Investment pieces like furniture and major artwork typically remain constant, while textiles, botanical choices, and smaller accessories offer opportunities for seasonal refreshes. Consider creating a signature seasonal color system where one accent hue shifts with the calendar. Perhaps turquoise dominates your summer palette, transitioning to amber. For fall, emerald for winter and coral for spring, all complementing your core color scheme. Remember that summer maximalism isn't just about aesthetics, but also about functionality for the season. Incorporate elements that serve summer-specific needs, like improved air circulation, cooler textiles, and spaces for entertaining that can be reconfigured as needs change. As we conclude our journey through summer maximalist design for small apartments, remember that your space should ultimately reflect your authentic self while remaining adaptable to your evolving life and the changing seasons. We've journeyed through every aspect of creating a summer maximalist haven in your small apartment, proving that limited square footage never needs to mean limited expression. From strategic color choices and pattern mixing to statement furniture and meaningful accessories, you now have a comprehensive toolkit for creating a space that feels expansive, joyful, and unmistakably yours. Remember that successful maximalism always balances bold choices with thoughtful curation. Each item should earn its place in your space through beauty, function, or meaningful connection. The most compelling maximalist interiors tell a story. Your story through carefully selected elements that reflect your experiences, values, and aesthetic vision. I hope this video has inspired you to break free from the belief that small spaces require minimalist approaches. Your apartment is your canvas for self-expression, regardless of its size. If you've enjoyed this exploration of summer maximalism, please hit that like button and subscribe to Home and Harmony for weekly design inspiration that challenges conventional wisdom and celebrates authentic living through intentional design. Drop a comment below sharing which aspect of maximalist design you're most excited to incorporate into your small space. I personally respond to comments and love seeing your design journeys unfold. Remember, in the world of interior design, there are suggestions but no absolute rules. The most important element in any space is that it feels like home to you. Until next week, embrace your maximalist heart and create a summer space that brings you joy with every glance.